President Kendall cannot be here today, so I'll just go over her report really quick. You've probably all seen emails in your inbox about the emergency management volunteer opportunity. That is happening soon, so please sign up. They need a lot of help with that, and they do rely on student government heavily for that volunteer opportunity. Next, the UREC Student Budget Fee Committee is in full swing, so several of you have been at those committee meetings. If there are any ways that you can think of as students, as members of SGA, that we can better the rec, if you could reach out to Kendall and let her know, she can take that to those meetings so we can potentially see that change at the rec. And then finally, this is an important one, write this down. Take a Kid to the Game is October 14th at Dan Law at 4 p.m. So that is the homecoming game. All you do in this, to participate, you will go to Dan Law, mingle with the kids that are there, the students from Lubbock, pick them up, help separate shirts, and then walk them over to the game before, and then they sit in their own section. So a great opportunity to make an impact with some local students and also get some outreach points. So you can reach out to Kendall with those. And then she wanted me to give y'all these two. All of this will also be included on the After Senate email that I send you, so don't worry about having to scan everything right now, but just be on the lookout for that email. That way you can sign up for things. So first one is Texas Tech Days of Service. That's something Joelle and Kendall have been working on diligently. That's in efforts to make sure that the university receives or is able to get our Centennial service hours. So if you need service hours for SGA or other avenues, you can sign up for those. Please also share those with your student orgs. And then Safety Week signups. You've heard us talk about Safety Week for a little bit now, but it is fastly approaching, and we will need a lot of help in mobilizing our different initiatives there during those days. You can see on the Safety Week sign up, there is a lot of really cool stuff that Kendall's put together. So we'd love for y'all to participate and volunteer during those weeks. So be on the lookout in that After Senate email to make sure that you can sign up for those opportunities. Joelle is also not able to be here right now. So the Student Body President reports Matador Mental Health Day is October 11th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So he just wanted to let y'all know to please come by. They're mainly going to be outside of the sub area. Come by, participate, take pictures, do all the things. It should be really fun. So please engage in that. And then Fall Break Committee update. He has formed that Fall Break Committee. They are getting a time scheduled to hopefully further move forward on that initiative. And then he just wanted to welcome all of our first year members. That will be all of the executive reports. There are no judicial reports today, so we will move on to the remarks from me. I had this up there last week, but still rings true. Please just stay persistent, keep writing meaningful legislation, and make change on campus. This is my other announcements. Thank you everyone who participated in Senator Day. We had a really good turnout from our senators participating, and I heard some good things about the students that you all got to speak with. Our faculty, staff, and student senate mixer, this is officially going to be on October 31st at 3 p.m. So during the school day, if you're on campus in between classes, stop by for light snacks at the center, which was formerly known as the Black Cultural Center. So please stop by there and engage with our different senates on campus. Tech Preview Day, if you're in President Select or maybe another organization, you might know about this, but Tech Preview Day is when a bunch of potential Red Raiders come to Texas Tech and get to tour the campus. So we are having a tabling opportunity SGA will be hosting at the resource fair. So if you would like to participate in that, I know the SGA ambassadors are mostly taking handle on that, but if you want to participate, be on the lookout for that After Senate email. And then finally, just a reminder, we are halfway through the Senate meetings of this semester. So this is our 4th Senate meeting, and we have 8 this semester. So keep working on the legislation and your requirements. If you haven't started researching legislation, that's definitely something that you will want to start on. But moving forward, the next item on our agenda is routine motions and other business. Are there any? Hearing none, we will now move into committee reports. Senator Sustak.
Madam President, I move to skip committee reports.
Is there a motion to suspend the standing rules?
I motion to suspend the standing rules.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Alessio that we suspend the standing rules requiring us to read committee reports. This motion is undebatable, unamendable, and requires a 2/3 majority vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. The rules are now suspended. We will skip committee reports and move into first reading. Senate Resolution 59.34. Senator Sustack.
Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 59.34.
You may.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you, Senate, and welcome all first years. Glad to have you here. So this piece of legislation is basically to make sure that we extend the hours of the tennis and pickleball courts. The lighting over there tends to go off at 11:45. Often, if you're playing out there, we had a recent social, so if you showed up, that was definitely something that you could have noticed is they're always packed. And so this is to kind of address that and allow more playing time. Because often when you go over there, this is not just a problem I've seen, but many of my constituents have complained about. There is a lot of people on the courts all the way until 11:45, and some will even continue past the lights being off, which is definitely not safe, and we're here to promote safety. And therefore, I think this is very important to allow more time to engage in leisure here at Tech in a healthy way. Plus, pickleball is a very fast-paced and growing sport, so definitely I would advise playing that. But with that, Madam President, I move to put 59.34 on second reading and send to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Thurman that we place Senate Resolution 59.34 on second reading and sent to all committees. This motion is undebatable, unamendable, and requires a majority vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. It will be sent to all committees. Senate Resolution 59.35. Senator Mitchell.
Madam President, I rise to present Senate Resolution 59-35. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Hey everybody. So basically this week I met with Transportation and Parking and talked to them about the idea of adding ADA accessible parking in the Commuter West lot. As y'all know, Tech has a lot of students, and we're focused on striving for inclusion for all, and we're really good about that now. But also, the Commuter West parking lot is home to the USA, the Womble, Animal and Food Sciences, Horticulture Gardens, School of Law, and a bunch of others. And there's also 40,000 students, as well as staff, visitors, everyone else, as well as sporting events, concerts, and graduations. So after talking to the Transportation and Parking, they said they'd be open to the idea. They just wanted to hear the sentiments of the Senate. So I think it would help foster a safer environment for all. And so with that being said, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 59-35 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Bradford that we place Senate Resolution 59.35 on second reading and sent to all committees. This motion is undebatable, unamendable, and requires a majority vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. It will be sent to all committees. Senate Resolution 59.36. Senator Huffman.
Madam President, whoa. English was hard today. May I approach the podium to present Senate Resolution 59.36?
You may.
Hello everyone, and congratulations to first year. So good to see y'all. Sorry, English was a little hard for me today. This piece is fairly simple, as you could read in the title, but I was approached by a constituent of mine to put a piano in the lobby of the honors dorm. There are multiple other dorms that have pianos, and in a meeting that I had with the president of RHA and also a member of our cabinet, Ms. Maddie Pitts, I was informed that most of the pieces that address university student housing immediately get sent back to her office, no matter what they pertain to. And so you're probably wondering why there's such a lack of detail in this piece, and the reason for that is because when in discussion with her, I realized that it would probably be best for me to go through the informal process of making a suggestion to RHA to implement this piano, and or anything else for that matter. So this piece is more so to get the student senate stamp of approval, so that I can go forward as a whole senate instead of a singular person who is in favor of this piece. So with that being said, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 59.36 on second reading and sent to all committees.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Ragsdale that we place Senate Resolution 59.36 on second reading and sent to all committees. This motion is undebatable, unamendable, and requires a majority vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution will be sent to all committees. The next order of business is the Student Government Association calendar. On second reading, we have Senate Resolution 59.24. Senator Grigsbell.
Madam President, I rise to reintroduce Senate Resolution 59.24. May I approach the podium?
You may.
Good evening, everyone. The RNA committee met and discussed the individuals appointed by Joel Rivera a few weeks back. It was introduced at the last Senate meeting, but we need to reintroduce it. But those appointees are that Joel sent to us were Jordan Sanchez, Clay Coronado, Annie Sulpizio, Cynthia Palacios, Diego Flores, Kennedy Carmichael, and Faith Dolan. And after reviewing and discussion, we approved the appointees for the Election Commission, so we really appreciate y'all's approval on that as well. And with that, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 59.24 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Carter that we place Senate Resolution 59.24 on third reading and final passage. This motion is debatable, amendable, and requires a majority vote. Is there any debate? Hearing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion passes. Senate Resolution 59.29. Senator Geiswhite.
Madam President, I rise to reintroduce Senate Resolution 59.29. May I please approach the podium?
You may.
Hi everyone, it's nice to see you all again. Welcome FYE members. Senate Resolution 59.29 is revamping the water fountains, the pickleball courts. We spoke about it last week at the Senator FYE mixer, where the pickleball courts, they were not working then. I had to see for myself once again. So, needless to say, this bill revamps those and allows drinkable water to all of the people, our constituents who use the pickleball courts. So, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolution 59.29 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Teffeth that we place Senate Resolution 59.29 on third reading and final passage. This motion is debatable, amendable, and requires a majority vote. Is there any debate? Hearing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. Motion passes. The next order of business is the consent calendar. Will everyone please presenting a consent calendar item, please make your way to the podium. Senator Huffman.
Thank you, Madam President. If y'all were in attendance at this weekend's past football game, there were a new inductees to the Texas Tech Hall of Fame, and this piece is just to congratulate them. First is Gonzalo Escobar. He is a two-time All-American for our men's tennis program, and he remains the overall winningest player in program history with 181 career overall wins, and first with 99 career singles wins. Also is Kathy Carlson. She was a member of the Lady Raider tennis program, and she is the current winningest player in program history with 224 career victories. Also is Kim Kaufman, who is a Lady Raider golf player, and she's the only person in program history to have played in the NCAA regionals all 4 years of her attendance here at Texas Tech. And she also holds the record for the most rounds played in program history, with 144. Also is Cliff Kingsbury, who I'm sure y'all all know. Cliff not only played for Texas Tech as a player, he also played for 5 NFL teams, as well as in the Canadian Football League and the All-American Football League. He coached at University of Houston and Texas A&M before being named the 15th head coach here at Texas Tech, where he led us to remarkable seasons, setting records in multiple categories before ending his senior year and continuing with the Arizona Cardinals. Also is linebacker Matt Wingo, who played under Spike Dykes between 1988 and 1991. He is a two-time All Southwest Conference honoree and racked up 385 tackles during his 4-year career, which ranks 3rd all-time in school history. Also is Greg Lowry, who played 3 seasons for our basketball team here at Texas Tech from 1970 to 1972, where he averaged 19.7 points per game. And he, along with Gene Knoll, were the first 2 black basketball players in Texas Tech history. Also is Jason Young, who is a men's track and field athlete here at Texas Tech. He threw discus. His career here was highlighted by 2 NCAA All-American honors, and was the runner-up at the 2004 NCAA Outdoors. And last, as I'm sure y'all are all aware, is Mike Leach, who is the winningest coach here at Texas Tech for our football program. He was 84-43 over 10 seasons, which in all of those 10 seasons resulted in a bowl trip. And he currently holds the record for the highest ranking that our team has reached ever, being at number 2. So with that, I just wanted to congratulate all of them for being honored and inducted into the Texas Tech Hall of Fame.
Senate Resolution 59.38.
All right, good evening, everyone. Recently, the Department of Housing and Urban Development awarded a grant of $3.2 million to Texas Tech alongside some other universities here in Texas and outside of Texas. The goal was to establish the Center for Excellence in Climate Resilient Equitable Housing, or in short, CTREC. Basically, this is to effectively identify, anticipate, and address needs following natural disasters. And from that grant, the head team lead is Dr. Nejat Ali, who is an associate professor in the Department of Civil Environmental and Construction Engineering, and also Dr. Catherine from the Department of Political Science, and Bradley who's the C.T. McLaurin's chair of Free Enterprise in the Jerry S. Rawlings College of Business. So the 3 of them are involved in this project, and this piece is just to congratulate them for that.
Thank you. Senate Resolution 59.39.
Hi everyone. So this piece is to congratulate 6 high-achieving doctoral candidates in the STEM field for receiving the National Science Foundation Fellowship. So just a little about the National Science Foundation Fellowship. This is a fellowship that is awarded to graduate students based on their achievements, which is also centered on their proposed research and its impact all over the United States and then globally. And this piece is very significant and worth recognizing because NSF, that's the National Science Foundation, received 44,000 applications in 2023, and only 2,000 fellowships were associated educationally, were awarded, and then 6 of them were some of our amazing Texas Tech University students. So we want to congratulate them for receiving this award.
Senate Resolution 59.40.
Thank you, Madam President. This piece is to congratulate Professor Fernanda Rosa for being awarded $290,000 from USDA. And this is to go towards exploring microRNAs and boost immune system of what you're calling neonatal cows. So Dr. Rosa is an assistant professor at Texas Tech here, School of Veterinary Medicine in Amarillo. She has been involved in so many organizations. Some of them are listed in the piece. including experimental biology and medicine, or the American Society of Nutrition, the Honor Society of Agricultural and Gamma Sigma Delta, and so many others. She is also an ad hoc reviewer of many scientific journals, including Frontiers in Microbiology, Frontiers in Immunology, Gut Microbes, and Journal of Daily Sciences. So this piece is simply to congratulate Professor Fernanda Rosa for actually this achievement. Okay, those who know, attracting any money to university means a lot to university. It actually even boosts the ranking of a university, and especially from USDA. And this is the piece, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Camus. Senate Resolution 59.41.
Hello, everybody. So, Senate Resolution 59.41 is actually super cool. So, for you guys who do not know, Texas Tech alumni General C.Q. Brown Jr. was just confirmed as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff is the highest ranking and most senior military officer in the U.S. Armed Forces, and the principal military advisor to the President, the National Security Council, and Homeland Security, and the Secretary of Defense. And that's just a really big deal, you know, spreading the Red Raiders throughout the government, throughout the world, and that's a really good deal. So, Madam President, I move to place Senate Resolutions 59.37 through 59.41 on third reading and final passage.
It has been moved and seconded by Senator Vega that we place Senate Resolutions 59.37 through 59.41 on third reading and final passage. As a reminder, the consent calendar must pass with a 100% vote. Is there any reason we need to vote on any of the items separately? Hearing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it. Motion passes. The next item of business is announcements. Any member of the Student Government Association may make relevant announcements to the chamber. If you wish to speak, please raise your placard for recognition.
Madam President, I just had a few announcements. One of those being to please bring those folders back up here so that we can use them for future meetings. And on that note, if you also like to bring your packets up here, as you can see, we use a lot of paper, and so I'm going to start recycling those. Instead of taking those out, if you just want to leave them up here, I will take care of that. And then lastly, just a reminder to sign in here. I apologize again for the technical difficulties, but I'd appreciate it if y'all would come sign in just so I can keep it updated in the journal. Thank y'all.
Any further announcements? Senator Bradford.
Hi everyone, as you know, we have a very cool room over there with our new first year engagement members, so I just wanted to try and congratulate them. Also, with first year council, we will be having mentors, and that is you guys as senators. So after the meeting is over and we're all adjourned, I encourage you guys to stay, meet those first year council members. They're really awesome. Just find who you'll be mentoring with. Thank you.
Are there any further announcements? Senator Huffman.
Hey guys, and this is for first years as well. So I'm a part of a group called the West Texas Think Tank, and I'm the head of a program called Mentors in Medicine. And this is for anyone who is any sort of pre-health major, being pre-dental, medicine, PT, PA, whatever that may be for you. But what we do is we go to Lubbock Estacado High School, and we talk to their students who are interested about SAT prep, ACT prep, getting them ready for college, and even things like medical school and graduate school applications as well. We go to their school about once or twice a month. It'll be on a Friday. So if you're interested at all, please come let me know. We'd love to have y'all to help mentor these kids.
Thank you. Are there any further announcements? Senator Ramirez.
Good evening, everyone. So glad to see some smiling faces here, and welcome to our first year members as well. As a member of the School of Music, I know that our administration has been working hard to find new ways to support our student performers in their concerts and their large events. In doing so, our administration has found a great way by creating these large posters that show all the School of Music events, concerts, all and such throughout the entire fall season. All of these events are free and open to the public and to all students on campus. So to anyone who may want one of these posters to put in their college, if there's not already one, please come see me afterwards as a way to show some support for our student performance. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any further announcements? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn? Senator Sestak.
Madam President, I move to adjourn.
Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Adamant. That has been moved and seconded that we move to adjourn this meeting. This motion is undebatable, unamendable, and requires a majority vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.